EOS value equivalent to 1540 rands a coin. The present cost range 1539-1576. The earlier day close 1568. The change was 0.18, 179%. Reverse rate ZAR to EOS. EOS cost expectation for September 2024. Initially cost at 1557 rands. Excessive cost 1932, while low cost 1557. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 1713. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 186. Change for September 16%. EOS conjecture for October 2024. At the outset cost at 186 rands. Excessive cost 1963, while low cost 17.7. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 1828. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 1835. Change for October 16%. EOS cost expectation for November 2024. At the outset cost at 1835 rands. Excessive cost 2278, while low cost 1835. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 2019. EOS cost estimate toward the month's end 2129. Change for November 16%. EOS estimate for December 2024. To start with cost at 2129 rands. Exorbitant cost 2440, while low cost 2120. The found the middle value of cost 2242. EOS cost estimate toward the month's end 2280. Change for December 1%. EOS cost expectation for January 2025. To start with cost at 2280 rands. Exorbitant cost 2633, while low cost 2280. The found the middle value of cost 2414. EOS cost estimate toward the month's end 2461. Change for January 9%. EOS estimate for February 2025. First and foremost cost at 2461 rands. Exorbitant cost 2617, while low cost 2275. The found the middle value of cost 2450. EOS cost estimate toward the month's end 2446. Change for February 6%. EOS cost expectation for Walk 2025. First and foremost cost at 2446 rands. Exorbitant cost 2659, while low cost 2311. The found the middle value of cost 2475. EOS cost gauge toward the month's end 2485. Change for spring 16%. EOS gauge for April 2025. In the first place cost at 2485 rands. Exorbitant cost 2505, while low cost 2177. The found the middle value of cost 2377. EOS cost gauge toward the month's end 2341. Change for April 58%. EOS cost expectation for May 2025. To start with cost at 2341 rands. Exorbitant cost 2544, while low cost 2212. The found the middle value of cost 2369. EOS cost estimate toward the month's end 2378. Change for May 16%. EOS gauge for June 2025. In the first place cost at 2378 rands. Exorbitant cost 2393, while low cost 2079. The found the middle value of cost 2272. EOS cost gauge toward the month's end 2236. Change for June 6%. EOS cost expectation for July 2025. To start with cost at 2236 rands. Exorbitant cost 2236, while low cost 1887. The found the middle value of cost 2066. EOS cost gauge toward the month's end 1965. Change for July 1%. EOS gauge for August 2025. To start with cost at 1965 rands. Excessive cost 2137, while low cost 1857. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 1989. EOS cost figure toward the month's end 1997. Change for August 16%. EOS cost expectation for September 2025. Initially cost at 1997 rands. Excessive cost 2414, while low cost 1997. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 2166. EOS cost figure toward the month's end 2256. Change for September 13%. EOS figure for October 2025. Initially cost at 2256 rands. Excessive cost 20,000, while low cost 2256. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 2482. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 2617. Change for October 16%. EOS cost expectation for November 2025. At the outset cost at 2617 rands, excessive cost 2617, while low cost 2187. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 2443. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 2352, change for November 10 1%. EOS conjecture for December 2025. Before all else cost at 2352 rands, excessive cost 2557, while low cost 2223. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 2381. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 2390, change for December 16%. EOS cost expectation for January 2026. Before all else cost at 2390 rands, excessive cost 2505, while low cost 2177. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 2353. EOS cost estimate toward the month's end 2341, change for January 1%. EOS figure for February 2026. Before all else cost at 2341 rands, excessive cost 2341, while low cost 1989. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 2203. EOS cost figure toward the month's end 2139, change for February 6%. EOS cost expectation for Walk 2026. Before all else cost at 2139 rands, excessive cost 2430, while low cost 2112. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 2238. EOS cost figure toward the month's end 2271, change for spring 62%. EOS figure for April 2026. Initially cost at 2271 rands, excessive cost 2818, while low cost 2271. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 2499. EOS cost figure toward the month's end 2634, change for April 16%. EOS cost expectation for May 2026. First and foremost cost at 2634 rands, exorbitant cost 2863, while low cost 2489. They found the middle value of cost 2666. EOS cost gauge toward the month's end 2676, change for May 16%. EOS conjecture for June 2026. At the outset cost at 2676 rands, excessive cost 2909, while low cost 2529. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 2708. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 2719, change for June 16%. EOS cost expectation for July 2026. At the outset cost at 2719 rands, excessive cost 2956, while low cost 2570. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 2752. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 2763, change for July 16%. EOS conjecture for August 2026. Before all else cost at 2763 rands, excessive cost 3419, while low cost 2763. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 3040.